say I'm sorry. I voted for him. I thought he was going to help folks like me. I really did. Now my SNAP's gone, my Medicaid's gone. They cut off my heat and help last week. I don't know how I'm supposed to buy groceries next month to keep the lights on. I ain't got no...
What are you seeing happening with prices today?
Oh, they sky high.
I mean, even just in a short period of time, the produce has gone up. Everything has gone up. And, you know, I have a stable job, and a lot of days I'm really thinking hard about what I'm purchasing. I'm buying more store brands, and if it's not on sale and if I don't have a coupon, I'm really loath to buy it unless it's something I really need or want.
It's worrisome. I don't know. Do they ever go down? Once they go up, do they ever go down?
Hey, I have a question.
No, we're not answering
Why?
questions. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you're a Trump supporter.
I know, but don't you guys want our money?
No, actually we don't. Get out of my bar right now.
You're not welcome.
I'm not f***ing around. Get out of my bar.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Out.
Because I'm wearing a Trump
Yes.
vest. That's wild.
I don't care. Get out.
We can call the police, or you can just leave.
You know this is like discrimination, right?
Oh, boo-hoo! Boo-fucking-hoo! Get out of my bar.
100 people filling the room in Muncie City Hall, pressing Congresswoman Spartz for answers on issues of government spending, health care, and DOGE cuts from President Trump and Elon Musk.
You know, we need to take into consideration, and then we need to decide as the Congress, do we want to actually put it in the budget? So that is a discussion and work we have right now.
Answers at many times masked by uproars from the crowd.
Any opportunity that our representatives give us to be involved in their decision-making process, it's incredibly important to step up and do that.
Hi guys, it's your girl Bleezy, and you're welcome back to Bleezy React channel. And if you're joining us for the first time, we appreciate you. You're welcome. And also do well to subscribe for more unfiltered gist. Something is shifting in Indiana right now. Some of Trump's most loyal supporters, the ones who defended everything, excused everything and trusted the promises, are now speaking out. Jobs didn't come back. Costs kept rising. Healthcare stayed out of reach, and the help they expected never arrived. So guys, join me as we get into more videos.
This is how it went.
Very happy and excited that Trump won. As far as financially, obviously nothing's really changed. We're still under the Biden administration, but I know that it is coming,
and this is how it's going.
So I admit I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank account.
Yeah, you regret your vote. And you know what? You're saying that you regret your vote. You're on video here crying your eyes out because you learned the hard way that Donald Trump does not mean lower prices for you. He again stated over and over and over again that he was going to do blanket tariffs. We told you he was going to raise prices. You guys said, no, we don't know what we're talking about. Experts who've studied this for 10 plus years now, they just don't know. And now you're suffering the consequences of raising prices in a shitty economy, and you're begging.
Hey everybody, let's give a quick roundup of how things are going in the state of Indiana now that all of these dipshit laws that everybody said weren't going to do anything have really gone into effect. Indiana alone has lost over 200 programs from all of our various campuses because they are being cut at a state level. Purdue has lost 80, Ball State has lost another 60, and there's more just throughout the state. People have already lost their job because Mike Braun is gutting any instance of DEI in the state and closing down public health offices and departments and firing all of the staff. Rural hospitals are already making plans for when they inevitably close and trying to help the people that are going to those hospitals find another place to get healthcare. We are no longer dedicated to our plan to reduce greenhouse emissions, which is going to negatively impact our farmers and continue changing the growing seasons for all of our farmers. Because of Mike arbitrarily just cutting jobs, unemployment claims in the last week have gone up in comparison to the rest of the year. We have eliminated Indiana public media, so we do not have any kind of public radio available that is being funded by our state. We spent $497 million on private school vouchers. And just to top it all off, we have our first case of measles in central Indiana. All of these things are things that could have been stopped. All of these things are things that your Republican lawmakers voted for, and some of your Democrat lawmakers voted for. We have a supermajority. You should check to make sure that if you have a Democrat, that they're not just going along with the supermajority. Life in Indiana is about to get really, really hard. Everybody's about to be really broke. Everyone's about to be really sick and have nowhere to go and no money for healthcare. Your kids are going to have worse schools. You're going to be paying more in taxes, and you are going to be getting boned because Mike Braun thinks that his life is more important than yours. It's because all of our legislators think that their life is more important than yours. They do not think that you have innate value as a person. And so when we're thinking about the general election, maybe don't vote Republican. Maybe look at who's been in there. And you know what? Fuck it. If you want to vote Republican, then I guess go off, Queen. But let's see maybe who is in office, and let's see if they've been serving you, and maybe let's pick a different one. Let's give someone else a shot, because what's been going on is wildly unacceptable, and you should not think that this is a normal way for your elected officials to be treating you.
Watch this Trump supporter burn his MAGA hats after Donald Trump told his supporters to basically get over the Epstein files. Just take a look.
We're not going to play with these anymore. MAGA hats are off. America First hats are on. Burn, baby, burn. And this is a great representation of what's left of MAGA.
And the guy who posted that video on social media is a huge MAGA fan, super right-wing. It seems like so many of these Trump voters are just done with him now. This MAGA civil war is not going anywhere anytime soon. Donald Trump was really hoping that with this new statement, people would just fall into line and follow his lead. But many of these diehard Trump fans are saying, not so fast.
Indiana is a purple state. The only reason people think it's a red state is because Republicans control the maps and control the narrative. These Republicans, like all of our congressional reps, our governor, and a bunch of state lawmakers, are talking about Indiana as if it is so conservative it should be 100% Republican. That's not even close to being true. Over the last several presidential elections, Hoosiers have gone for the Republican presidential candidate with 52% of the vote. Our current governor, Republican Mike Braun, who, remember, was a Democrat until 2012, he flipped to be Republican because he knew it would be advantageous to him. He only won with 54% of the vote. How does any of that mean Indiana should be 100% Republican? It doesn't. They're all just desperate for power. And they already have so much power, it's insane that they want more. Indiana's current congressional delegation is 82% Republican. It was 45% Republican as recently as 2008. Indiana's state legislature is 73% Republican. It was 56% Republican as recently as 2008. Indiana has not become drastically more Republican. They have just drawn the maps to benefit their party. And they did this deliberately. Project Red Map, which is short for Redistricting Majority Project, went into full effect in 2010. And they targeted some congressional districts around the country that they could flip to red. They also targeted state legislatures like Indiana's. They dumped a lot of money into supporting legislators who were going to draw the maps the way they wanted them to secure a conservative majority. And that has helped spin the narrative that Indiana is so hopelessly red, nobody should pay attention to it. But we're not. We're freaking purple, y'all.
Quiet, please. Quiet, please.
Would demand the immediate resignation of Pete Hegseth, Michael Waltz, and the rest of the group chat.
No, I will not demand their resignation.
My question is actually related to all of the immigrants that are being rounded up and deported. Are they entitled to due process? Or are we...
A lot of these people, what President Trump did it last time when he tried, if you seek asylum, wait in the other country, not getting here in the country. So there is no due
Yeah, Angela, Daniel, good morning. That's right. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office says they're starting what they call an immigration commission due to the, quote, failed policies of the Biden administration. Now, they insist that this partnership with federal immigration officials is about public safety and not about immigration, regardless of its name. The first of its kind move has received mixed reviews from residents online. Some are in favor, while others feel it's a waste of time and resources. Now, in order for this to work, the Sheriff's Office will join what's known as a 287G program. This allows officials to be deputized as ICE agents through specialized training. Chief Deputy John Lowe's will head the Immigration Commission. He says it will allow them to hold accused criminals who are in the country illegally for longer than the standard 48 hours. As it stands right now, if ICE does not pick someone up within 48 hours, they can be released from jail.
The officer in the street is not going to be asking if they're here legally or not. It's when someone is arrested and brought here, then that process will start.
The program gives deputies new power to enforce those detainers and question people who come to the jail. When asked about how many inmates are here illegally each year, the sheriff's office said it is a small portion, but they feel that the problems at the southern border are directly impacting their community too. The office also emphasized that the program only applies to those who commit crimes.
This is about individuals who have committed crimes and are here in our country illegally, and we're going to make sure that they're held accountable and that they are removed from our community so that our community is safe.
This program has not been implemented yet, and right now the sheriff's office is still in the process of signing a memorandum of understanding with ICE. Now, once that happens, they'll begin selecting officers to receive that specialized training. But of course, we'll continue to follow this. For now, reporting in the studio, Kit Hanley, Fox 59 News.
Projected to close due to the big, beautiful bill. Is that correct? Yes, unfortunately is correct. 12 rural hospitals are expected to close in Indiana. Is Indiana a red state and voting for Trump? Yes. Did Indiana vote to spend money on military and deporting brown people? Yes. Is Indiana going to learn a hard lesson because they are a red state? 12 rural hospitals are going to close. Also, millions of Americans are going to be cut off Medicaid, SNAP benefits, which affect red states the most. So is Indiana getting what they voted for, like Texas and this tragic flood? Like farmers, cattle ranchers, coal miners, truckers, federal workers who voted for Trump, Latinos who voted for Trump, Cubans for Trump, Venezuelans for Trump, Haitians for Trump, Mexicans for Trump. Yes, they're all getting what they voted for.
Now the frustration is boiling over. People are realizing that loyalty didn't protect them from higher bills, fewer services, or disappearing safety nets. They believe they were exceptional. The politics will hurt others, not them. But the reality doesn't pay favorites. Town halls are tensed. Social media is filled with anger and regret. And the same voice that once shouted support are now asking hard questions. This isn't betrayal, it's awakening. Because when promises collapse, silence breaks, and when pain gets personal, even the loudest loyalty can snap. You can ignore the warnings for years, but reality only needs one moment to be heard. So guys, tell me what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Bye.